I'm live. I'm live, I think. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Hello, everyone. It's me, Nerine Skinner. Oh, you beat me. Definitely not live stream savvy here. Yeah, there you go. Someone has asked, am I, am I live stream savvy? 100%. Don't know what I'm doing. If you could help me through this, please, that would be great. Yes, I did ask a couple of people, I did put it out that if anyone had any questions for me to pop them on socials, and I have made a note of some of them, but feel free to make some notes of questions on here and I'll respond to them. If I can keep up with the chat, that would be fantastic. But which you put on the Facebook post, should I post them here too? Yeah, basically pop the questions on this chat. I think we might be waiting for a few more people to join, but I just wanted to say hello. We're live, doing it from my home. I did want to put the retouch my appearance up, but apparently it makes the video lag, so you're just going to have to get the full-on me. So basically this live is going to be just a selection of, there are some characters. If you want them, I'll take requests. It's going to be me just chatting. You can ask me questions as myself. Can I increase the volume a bit at my end? That's a good question. Can I increase the volume at my end? I might be able to turn my mic up a little bit. That's not my extra hands. Someone is helping me. That's just in case you thought I had 3 hands. That would be good. Wee bit quiet, Anne says, I'm having a look into that as we speak. Just to reiterate, not tech savvy in the slightest. I've got a few questions coming in, so I will come back to those. I think someone just asked if I'm at this year's Fringe. Not there, hence why I thought it would be great to share this experience with you, because I wanted to just do something a little bit different and something I've never done and challenge myself. And Paul Wilson says, thank you for your message about the drama club. You're so welcome, and I am really glad that it went really, really well. Oh, it's loud and clear. This is good, isn't it? Basically, I should have started this as Liz Truss, because she wouldn't know what she's doing. So actually, I'm going to just go straight with Liv Truss. Hello, how are you doing? I just want to say I'm really sorry that I haven't done this so well straight away. But, I'm really good at what I do. And I think we all know facts. I just thought I'd say that so that then you blame it on me. I have no idea what's happening right now. But thank you so much to everyone who is joining. I can see the chat. I don't know if it's in real time or whether these are old messages or not, so apologies if I'm behind on any of them. But I really wanted to take a moment to just thank all of you for following me and my madness, because it's been a crazy couple of years and I really appreciate every single one of you. So that's the main thing, and I thought we could have some fun. Just for a little bit of maybe a few characters. You can ask the questions and we'll go from there. Am I doing panto this year? James has asked. I am actually. And thank you very much for that lovely little donation there, James. I really that. I'm doing panto in Hertford at the Beam Theatre. In Beauty and the Beast, so that should be lots of fun. So thanks for that question. Great to see your live stream, great to see your channel growing. Thank you, and thanks for watching all of my videos, because you don't know how these things are going to land when you put out there, and I'm just throwing stuff at the wall. As you may have seen, there's a lot of ridiculous situations going on in politics, but also original characters that I'm trying out, so I'm just giving it all a go. Robin said, does a show a month in the same place become repetitive? Keep it fresh. Does your mind think about other stuff while you're performing? And does your inner chat about things? I assume that's talking about the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. And yes, I have such respect for any performer who is going up to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, who's there currently, because the most stressful thing, not only financially, but just to out there and perform and have the energy behind you. And it doesn't matter how many times you've done, you're stood there on stage thinking, I can't remember what I'm saying. And those thoughts go through your head and over again. And also, you never know what it's gonna be like either. And every audience is different and will bring different energies. So the answer is it's the best thing ever, the most exhausting thing ever, and I think I'm still recovering. Why I'm not there this year. Would love to go again, but I also want to take a moment to thank everyone who did donate last year to my my fund page, because I wouldn't have got there without you. So I really appreciate that. I can see someone furiously putting notes down here. What was that? Oh, hello to South America. Oh, gosh, you're going international. Don't worry about it. That's lovely. Really to have you here. Thanks for coming along, and I'm so glad you enjoy my Fringe. Sounds like hell. Yes, I'll be completely honest with you. And you go through all the emotions. One minute I'm really happy and ecstatic, and you're being on a radio show, and the next minute you're crying over a bit of sausage. That's a sad sausage in a kebab shop. Do you get sausages in kebab shops? You do. Are you planning to visit the southwest? I'm in Devon. I would love to do that. I actually am trying to set up some kind of work in progress show that maybe I could come around to different areas. So if people pop the areas that you'd like me to visit, see what I can do. That would be lovely. Is there any family history to your first name? Drew has asked. Good question. Should know that. Well, actually, it's a flower. For anybody that doesn't know, Nerine is a type of flower. It's a pink stringy thing. Probably should expect better than that. But it comes out in October, which is when my birthday is. It blooms for a little bit and then it disappears underground and everyone forgets it ever existed. A bit like Liz Truss's career. So that's the thing. Skinner, actually, I'll tell you this, might not actually be my surname. Because my, long story cut short, my dad's dad found it wasn't his dad, and we still don't know. So that it could be Dancy, which would be a much better stage name, and maybe I should change my name. So if anyone's got any ideas for a surname, please do let me know. Lots of lovely questions coming in. Have you tried something about a lettuce? I missed that question, so I'll try and come back. Oh. Thank you so much, Nation, to buy Nadine Dorries a gin fizz. Wow, oh my goodness, that's so amazing. Thank you so much for that, Darian. I really appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Do you know what I do? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share that with Boris Johnson. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. When I'm Boris next, I'm just going to get that fizz open and get fizzy with him. He's my friend. He's my friend, not my boyfriend. That's what I like. I'm such a nightmare. Wow. I miss Nadine Dorries. Just saying. I don't know if anyone else does. That's a strange sentence. Oh, who have we got there? I'm in Kiev. Oh my goodness! I always enjoy your show. We love you here. Love and best wishes. Thank you so much. That's so lovely, and it's great to hear that. I'm moving around. I get around. Came out wrong. Nerine, have you spoken to Colin of Portsmouth? No, I'd love to though. Let's make that happen. Just changing legally to live Truss and run for Parliament. I actually did consider that. I'm not even joking. I considered running for Parliament last year over going to the Fringe Festival, because I saw a lot of you comment saying that I should do it and play her alter ego. But I realised how expensive it was, and I really thought I should try and pursue my own career because Liz isn't relevant anymore. What is it? And do you write your own material, or do you have a script writer you work with? Yeah, I write my own material. Been the whole time. I do get a little bit of extra material writing from a lovely guy called Mike Shepherd, who does excellent writing, satire, politics, and all sorts. Works on TV shows and things. He's been helping out a lot with extra bits that I need as and when as well. So that's great. But yes, generally, like 90% of my stuff is all me. Generally, I'm trying to do it between jobs. So I am running here, there and everywhere, and something happens in the news and it really stresses me out, and I have to go for it, create a sketch, upload it as quick as I can. Hence why sometimes they might just be me doing a video like this without a green screen, that kind of thing. We've got, Rayner. Lots of people asking for Rayner, and we've got people wanting Miss Crawley as well, my original character. Let's have a look. Right, well, I'll tell you what, I can do Angela Rayner right now. I might as well. I was going to put a wig on. Do I need the wig? I don't know. I'm going to put the wig on. I'm going to put the wig on. You wait for it, right? By the way, I can't see any of the questions that are coming through. So if I miss any of you, right, don't get offended. And the person stood here, right, Sam's going to, well, he'll try and remind me of the questions that I missed. Anyway, right, here we go. Yeah, natural with the blonde, isn't it? That's good. But just want to say, right, look, I'm on my way soon to Ibiza. It's not long till I go. All right, I've got to do important stuff like shut down allotments because you know of the whole thing with Jeremy Corbyn and he's going on about the marrows, and I don't care about the marrows, and I'm sorry, right, but I'm sure that his marrow, right, ain't big anyway. So that's just my opinion, and I just think if in doubt, we'll rave it out. So if you do want to come for a rave, just go straight in. Has anybody got any questions for me, for Angela? Out of interest, will you see the IB for final boss in the clubs? Absolutely. Right, I'm gonna do that. I'll see everyone because you know I'm every woman. It's all in me. Actually, I need a fag. I haven't got a fag. Hang on, I'll just use this. I'm trying to get off them, so this will just. Oh, Jeff Wallace gave me a tenner. That's proper nice. That I need that. But needs that. We've got. Do you know it's gone up to 50 billion? That's not on us. So that's for Tories. So don't go having a go at us. All right about that. What we got? We got any other questions for Ange? You love Rachel Reeves reading for the Valley yesterday. She do a video, did she? She's a nightmare, that Rachel. She really is. But I'm telling you, right, I've got one tip for you before I leave you. Because I just want everyone to know that I know we got all of the, you know, issues with the heating and that and the heating allowance. Just want people to say, we're going back on the word because that's what we do. We keep our promises and we also change our mind. And what I want you to know is that the best thing to keep you warm and keep your grannies warm this winter, right, is to give them a cheeky pint of wine. All right, and a nice ciggy. Now, I know they're not ideal, but the ciggies are quite good because they'll just, you know, soothe your stress. And also, the alcohol gets your system warm, your blood right up. And I can teach you some proper banging moves as well. So just let me know and I'll sort that. Anyway, have I got any questions there? Auntie Ange, did Boris ever make a passer? Yes. Yeah, I'll just say it out loud. I know we shouldn't do that because, you know, GDPR, whatever the things are, I don't know because I'm common, I don't know. I'm working class, I don't know what the words are, but yes, it did make a pass times, and did I go with it for a while? We won't go into it now. Else? No questions. Oh, we got a couple of questions. I'm just scrolling through that. What's your take on your boss, Keir? Well, do you know what? That man's going to spend 4 years looking like a man trying to pass a ride on lawnmower and an aeroplane toilet. You know, he's stressing. He's got the world on his shoulder, right? Like that. Ow. It's too much. He's going through a lot right now, you know, and do I like him? Of course I do, you know. Do we really get on? Sometimes we don't. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's my boss. And I can't, you know, free speech and all that. Have I said the right thing? I don't know. Okay to say. Well, because of free speech. Anyway, any other thing? Oh, UA Library. Have you ever met IRL anyone you have impersonate? I don't think that was for me. I think that might have been for Nerine. I'll get her back on. Hang on. Whoa, gosh, she's mad. She is mad. I think someone said if I ever met anyone that I impersonated. I think that was the question. No, would love to, is my answer. Tried to see Liz Truss last year in the Edinburgh Fringe, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. She basically refused to respond to the email, I think. I don't know if she's aware of me. And thank you for the £2, by the way. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your donations, guys. It's really, really lovely. And I'm sorry if I've missed any questions as well. Oh, do you recover? Oh, favourite character to perform. Sophie asks, my favourite character to perform. Do you know what? I'd probably say it is actually Liz Truss because she can just get away with anything with her. You can put her in any situation. You know, I could just be in the pub. I could also be opening up my pork markets in Beijing. I could be at the bus stop, or I could be at the cheese museum, which I'm very good at. You know, and also looking at myself in the mirror in admiration of how amazing I am and how I'm all right. So, you know, and also somebody said, Adam Meek said about Bake Off. I could go on Bake Off and put some pork in my pie. I know how to grow pie. That was a long-winded answer to say that Liz is probably my favourite to perform. Stuart R says, do you prefer character or yourself? I don't know who myself is, if I'm honest, but I do actually think I'm growing to like doing just me a lot more than I thought I would. Because I think you can easily hide behind characters quite often, and I think I definitely have been guilty of that in the past. And I think as I'm doing this, and also since Liz Truss left and my career stopped after 49 days, I've been in a position where I've just had to keep throwing stuff out there and see what happens. And I'm quite enjoying that, even though a lot of the stuff probably doesn't work half the time. But I think I do enjoy doing myself. And I like doing stand-up as well. Stand-up comedy is... and I'm actually planning on writing some new stuff that isn't political either. It's just more autobiographical about my life because it's ridiculous. So that's my next plan. Philip Craig says, did Liv's LinkedIn get taken down by her alter ego Liz? You weren't able to access it. Actually, what happened there was I didn't understand how to accidentally shut it down straight away. So that's all that. By the way, sometimes my Liz Truss blends into Boris Johnson, so apologies about that. Blended into real life. Stand up a very hard thing to do. Yes. I basically started stand up about 15 years ago. Not that I'm only 12, so how is it possible? I should have gone with 21. Basically, yes, stand-up is really, really scary, and I started doing it and then I stopped because you have to just keep the momentum going to keep your confidence going, I think, and to get more gigs. And then I started again only in the last couple of years. Basically, Liz Truss has kind of like brought me back round again, because between that time I was doing lots of stuff in a comedy duo, and then I was doing stuff in a comedy trio with the Dots on Britain's Got Talent, so it kind of it's been a whirlwind, so I'm only just getting back into it. Thank you, Nerine, you do not like a day over 18, pay you later. James C. Bleaching, loved that name, says, have you always done impressions even as a sprog? I'm going to be honest with you guys because I feel I can. No, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just putting that. I only started doing impressions because of Liz Truss. As some of you may know who come to see my live shows, basically what happened was someone sent me a parody, didn't send me a parody video, sorry, someone sent me a video of Liz Truss's campaign video for her to become Prime Minister. And at the time, I genuinely thought that she was a comedian parodying politicians. I just thought that there's no way that she was real. And then I did a parody video, not as an impressionist, and then somehow it went more views than her actual video, and then that kind of took me down an impression route. But I'm not going to lie, I sort of have fallen into it, and I try my best to imitate, but they are parodies. So I'd never call myself an impressionist. It's amazing to have been on TV and radio with people amazing like John Coleshaw and Rory Bremner and that kind of thing. And I have impression because they're fantastic. And but as time has grown, I've grown in confidence with it, and I'm really enjoying trying to master these wild people, but it's quite funny because by the time I have mastered an impression or mastered an impression, you look at the beginnings of Liz Truss and where I started with that to where I am now, but then they resign or they've left, so I only managed to work it out after they've gone. So you wait, and you're going to be fantastic, Rachel Reeves. DJ Angus, no Ed Fringe, I was on stage with you last year. I remember you. Still have flashback. I do genuinely remember. Fantastic. You were brilliant. Yes, I do remember that. No, I might have mentioned it briefly earlier before some of you joined. I really wanted to go to Edinburgh Fringe, but it's just so expensive. Also, Oasis are there this year, so it means that the prices have gone even through the roof. And I wanted to make sure I had time to sort of on top of other things, and then maybe go back next year if I can afford it. Thank you. I've lovely comments coming through. Remember to like the stream, please. I don't know what I meant. I don't know what I meant to do here, but I think I meant to get people to like the stream, and also if you're not subscribed to me, please as well. Do I also like vegan sausage rolls? Maybe to me or to Liz Truss. I love a vegan sausage roll. I'm actually pescatarian. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm just saying, you can ask me anything. But Liz, no, absolutely. Vegan sausage rolls are a disgrace. So just for clarification there. Stephen Brindley says you are very similar to Ronnie Ancona. Thank you. That is a massive compliment and I'm going to take it. That is brilliant. And do you have a favourite comedian? Stephen has said. Yes, I've got quite a few. I grew up watching Steve Coogan. Loved Alan Partridge and absolutely loved Simon Pegg. I grew up watching Big Train, Fast Show. I mean, I know, how's it possible? Because I'm only 18, so it is difficult. I've gone up from 12, guys. But they were sort of who I was brought up watching, and I would say probably Simon Pegg is probably my favourite comedian. But I also love like Kristen Wiig and Will Ferrell and the American side of things, and Steve Carell. So I've got a real mixed bag going on, as you probably notice in my comedy. Who were your heroes growing up? Malcolm said. I might have just answered that one. But I definitely always looked up to Victoria Wood. I forgot to say her there because she's absolutely fantastic. And I think that's where my character side of things come from. Because I actually trained in musical theatre, and I would love to bring some more of that into my comedy. I basically have some ideas, and then I don't know how to execute them, so just keep throwing stuff there. We've got, what's that? I was at the Hackney Empire, Ronnie Ancona. Oh, wow, a brilliant woman and so nice in real life. Well, that's lovely. Always good when the people are good eggs. I think I had a couple of questions as we're going along. If anyone's got any more questions for me, or you want to repeat a question if I haven't answered it, pop it there. Nez, you legend. You're a legend. Thanks, Smooth MJ. And thanks for that. I recognise loads of your names and from comments, and I just want to say I try my best to reply to everyone's comments, but I apologise. I know a lot of you probably get blocks of comments from me about 3 to 6 months later after a video, and you probably fill your notification up. But I really do appreciate every single one of you that comments, because obviously that helps the algorithm. My videos don't seem to be getting as much traction as they used to, so it just means so much when you do respond, do leave message and things for me. So thank you. There any chance of you appearing with Matt doing a double act? Would love to do that. He is such a talented guy. If you get a chance, do go and see him, and I think he's doing the Edinburgh Fringe work in progress actually. But yeah, would love to if he'll have me. Weird, that's strange. I'm just looking through some more of your questions. Do I do comedy full time? I think that we've got, yes. Do I do comedy full time, or am I employed as well? Very much employed as well by several thousand different companies, which is why I don't have that much time to do this full time. But all of my jobs I do on a sideline are all performative. So I work for a lovely company called Spread a Smile, who work with children in hospitals, and that's sits very closely to my heart. Heart is on this side, because unfortunately my niece passed away about 13 years ago now, it's nice. It feels nice to give back, so it's nice to perform to them in hospitals. I also do lots of like kids interactive stuff, and I also do 40s dining experience as well, which is fun. And I get to try and do Sybil, and sometimes she like merges into Liz Truss, but I could do oh no, oh dear, Basil's a nightmare. He really is. That's fun. I really enjoy doing that show. So, yes, I still do lots of different things as well as comedy. So they kind of all mix in as one. So that's quite. Have we got any other questions that I have missed? Robin says, "What's Rachel's current peeve?" Bear with me. Let me just try and get my. Hello, it's me, Rachel Reeves. I enjoy doing Rachel. She's got no emotion, and I finally don't have to move my face and consider Botox, so it's quite nice, really. My current peeve is probably calculators because I keep trying to spell the word boobies, but it just comes up with a bunch of numbers. Like a Turkish barber's on your local high street. Always rely on me for some brutally drastic cuts. She's just so awkward. It's really awkward. There you go. That's the current peeve of the week. If anyone hasn't seen any of them, I've been doing a series of Rachel Reeves, pet peeves with Rachel Reeves, which actually somebody did suggest. I do listen to your suggestions. Somebody suggested that, and I very much took the idea and ran with it. So if you do have any ideas of series or requests for characters and I get the time to put them up, I will do. Darren says, have you ever thought of broadening out to people like Emma Thompson or Kate Middleton? I'd love to. I think it's mainly just a time thing because I am trying to keep up with the news and what's happening, and I don't find that I have the time to sort of really perfect as much as, you know, as the character I've already got in my arsenal, I suppose, as such, but would love to do that. So maybe when I don't have to do all of the 1,000 jobs, then I could just go, oh, today I shall do Kate Middleton. I shall, you know, do all these different people. I'd love to do Zoe Ball as well. I don't know why, but that's an interest. Maybe because I've got blonde hair. So that's another one. What have we got? Philip Craig, the deep state of woke that's stopping your videos getting exposure. I know. Can I just say that I'm absolutely sickened by the woke people. I really, really am. And good news is, it's good to mention this, Philip, actually, because I'm starting up my free social media free speech network. So, you know, you just need to come to the right way, which is my way. You know, people think that I did wrong, but actually I did more for Britain in 49 days than the Luftwaffe managed in 5 years. You know, that's work ethic. So, you know, I just think we should all look out for the woke people. And actually, somebody did send me a message. Alex from Essex said, you are good at maths. Thank you, Alex. I do really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, and then it says ... not. Not what? Silly Alex. Forgot the rest of the sentence. I do. But I have got free woke alarms. So if you are interested, I can send out some woke alarms to you. Say, don't go woke. I'm really sorry about Liz. She just kind of pops up now and again and I can't control that. So hopefully that answered your question. Any more questions that have come? Oh, thank you, Darren, as well, by the way, for the lovely donation, £10. Really, really appreciate that. It means so much. We've got Stairway 666. Scary. Have you ever considered making shows outside the UK? I saw some UK actors or comedians making shows in France, for instance. Would love to. I think at the moment what I need to do is get money to be able to sort of think about producing a show outside of the UK. That would be the ideal situation. But also, I think because I've been leaning into the political stuff, I think I've kind of I think if I did a show outside of the UK, I'd need to be very specific to that country about the politics that was happening there, or a show that wasn't political, or do both, but maybe a non-political one in that country. So yes, would love to is the short answer to that. We've got, what's that, Light Diode? I'm not sure if I'm putting your names right. Diode Neil. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? I love that. I would say superpower would be to be invisible, so that then I could just get to places without worrying about what I look like, because most of the time I'm just running from place to place and I don't know whether I would like to not have to brush my hair or put any makeup on, and also be the fly on the wall in conversations and see if people are telling the truth. I'd like to know that. You know, when you think, is someone lying? Are they telling the truth? You'd be able to find this stuff out. That would be my superpower. If I had a choice, So cute, good question, great question. And Any other questions popping up? I did have a few questions from people that had popped ones on socials. I had one from John Stark and said about whether Liz had managed to keep any job without being fired. And her answer to that is absolutely. I've got a job at the moment at the job centre. Every week, without fail, they keep asking me about more and more jobs, you know, and I just can't stop them. You know, I'm always going to be employed by the job centre. And you did also ask if I'd be up for being a tube driver. Now, normally, would I want to be out with the general public? No. But the good thing is about it, it's dark down there, it's cold, it's dank. And I think that's a perfect place, really, because I can grow my cheese. Perfect place for growing cheese. And I love dark holes because I can frack, you know, drill, baby, drill. So there you go, John. What else have we got? Ever been an extra? Ever been an extra? First, was that one question? Oh, that's one question. Okay. This is, have I ever been an extra? No. Would I like to? Yes, I'll give anything a go. I'm up for it. Long days. I think I've got so much respect for anybody that does do that as a job because, I mean, they are like 15-hour days or something, but would love to. And I think there was another question. That was fair enough. Sorry, I thought there was another question coming in there and I missed it. Loved your ghost of Thatcher. For anyone that doesn't know, I think I did put a couple of videos up actually. I did a Maggie Thatcher, she did it, the exorcism of Liz Truss, basically. Not to give it away because I hopefully am going to put the point, but Maggie Thatcher did make an appearance. It was Mags Ferratu, the Thatcher. In fact, I might have... Hello, my name is Maggie Ferratu, the Thatcher. And I'm baby. I'm sorry, the teeth do. It's wild. You need to see the show for that to make sense. I've also got the wig, but she's back. So just watch out because Mags Ferratu, the Thatcher buyer, is out sucking the life out of politicians, as you can see in Keir Starmer. With zero personality, so that's her vibe. Have I got any other questions? Stripy Fox, if Liz, Stripy Socks, sorry. If Liz Truss and Angela Rayner were to have a wrestling match, what would their signature moves be? Right. Well, first of all, can I just say my favourite move that I could possibly do is called the welfare. Right, you go like this. You go cut it up. Right, and that's a perfect one. Just defend, right? So nobody can get to me. I'm perfect way. Nobody's gonna get in. And also, right, I love a pint. Right, take you outside, and I'm gonna sort you out straight away. So there's that. All right. From Liv Struss's point of view, what I'd probably do is I've got a lovely load of sausages, and what I would do is I'd just throw them. I go, here's my pork, Angela, and I just shove it to their face. Take my pork. I think I would win. Comment below who you think would win in that fight. I didn't think I'd be doing such ridiculous stuff. I'm all up for improvisation, as you can see. And as you can see from the Mags Ferratu Thatch pie that I did not long ago. Someone asked another question. This was Paul Wilson. And said, what core characteristics do you focus on for creating impersonations? And a really good question, because I think everybody sort of does it differently, approaches it differently. For me, what I like to do is I obviously listen to the voice and where it sort of... Liz seems to have quite a nasal voice. Actually, a lot of politicians seem to have very nasal voices and tones. And then from there, I look next of all, actually, at their mannerisms. So Liz always kind of did like a claw. It changed over time. Sometimes it was very straight. Sometimes it was just out to the side. She seemed to change every week. I don't know if it's a way of trying to appeal to more people. If I change this, it will change. And then I don't know. She'll keep her job or something. So that would be my way into it. And I try and find a keyword. So for me, Liz Truss, a sentence would be pork markets in Beijing. And for Rachel Reeves, I always say particularly, as of today, I can confirm. That would be mine. For Keir Starmer, who I like doing, I actually think, I don't know if anyone, this is quite niche, but Face Jacker, Brian Bredonda, he always put a bee in front of a big bird. It was a TV series I quite enjoyed, and I think that the mixture of that, Alan Partridge, and having a cold basically makes it possible to do Keir Starmer. Now, what I think we all need to remember, it's very important, is that my father was a toolmaker, and that makes me a tool. So yeah, I like to have a key phrase or word to get me in. Still working on those impressions. Hooked on Classic says, would you ever do a sketch show if the opportunity arose? Are you an employer? Because yes, is the answer. I would love to do so. That's always been my dream, actually, to be on have my own show or be on a sketch show on TV. So I would love to. That's the answer. One. Starmer live from a fish tank from Robin. Yeah, there you go. So I told you I'm working. We've got a question. G.I. Chow says, will we see more of your own characters? Loved your Aussie motivator. Also, what inspires you to create them? Such a lovely question. Thanks for that question. Absolutely. I want to do more of my own characters. So beware, there might be crazy stuff coming up online. In fact, I think I've got... this is Sadie, your roller skater motivator. That's me. I'm here right now, guys, on your screens, and I'm here. Thank you for that, DJ Angus Sizzle, the £2. That's fantastic. It's great to see you. I am a motivational coach. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what are her credentials? How is she going to motivate me? Well, let me tell you. I was voted 47th most motivated person in the Southern Hemisphere by Motivation magazine. That's right. Now, could I do better this year? Probably, but I can't be asked. All right. And actually, if you do want any tips, I can take you through some tips just to get you through your daily life, how to release your inner doofus behaviour, or by yourself or by another. So if you do want that help, I can do that. I've also got some fantastic mushrooms made out of ant semen from the native bush. So just let me know. But in the meantime, I'll leave you to it, and I'll give you a nice move, which is just if you want to burn some calories, because I live in a crazy time right now, a move that's going to get rid of 500 calories like that is give your armpit a sniff and then flap it out, okay? Armpit a sniff, flap it out. Just by doing that, 500 calories on like that. Don't look it up. The science is definitely there. It's just no point looking it up. Anyway, I've got to go. Love you and leave you and treat you like the vaccination of my own children and leave you wanting more. All right. So that was Sadie. For anyone who hasn't seen any of my original characters, you probably think I'm absolutely nuts. And the answer to that is yes, I am absolutely nuts. Someone said, Chewing Gum says, do you keep in contact with the Dots? Sorry if you've already answered. Now and again we do. We're all doing different things at the moment, bits and pieces and things. So they've had families and little lovely little babies and things. So it's just it's been trickier to sort of like be in touch as much. Yeah, but if you haven't seen the Dots on Talent, do have a little look online. It's a very fun, really silly audition that we did. And what have we got here? Nerine, in addition to your new character plans, would you please consider live Truss interviews where you show actual clips of politicians answering Liv's questions? I'd love to, and actually it would be great for getting your opinions on, because I would love to do, I thought about doing something similar to that, or like a podcast of Liz Truss, but I didn't think that enough people were interested in it, and I can't win, because when I do some stuff as Liz Truss, people go, oh yeah, amazing days, do more Liz, and then I put some more Liz out and then they say, move on, she's gone. So would that be something you would want to watch, is a question. So thank you for bringing that one up. Could you do some Clav, please? So Clav is a vampire character, for anybody that doesn't know. I did Maggie Thatcher earlier on in vampiric form. Hello, my name's Clav, the vampire. and I'm an accountant by day. If I'm honest with you, I'm having quite a tricky time actually because I've not been getting enough blood donations. So if anybody could possibly donate some blood to me, just put in the post. Probably ideally in some kind of sealed container, because when someone tried to send it in an envelope once, it was a real bloody nightmare. I didn't realise I did that, but that was a good pun, wasn't it? But I've been having quite a tricky time because, you know, I can't go out in the sunlight because I'll just burn. You know, and people these days don't go out as much to the pubs and things because these Gen Zs, they don't drink. So nobody's hanging out at night times. They're generally in bed having a nice bit of chamomile, which is great for them, not ideal for a vampire. So if you could help me, that would be ideal, thank you. That was Clark Vampire. I haven't done him in years, so there you go. Malcolm Billington says, have you ever based a character on a real life person or situation? Yes, my therapist. I shouldn't say this really, should I? But yeah, I've had quite a few therapists over the years, so which one? Oh, I don't know. I'm not saying that she necessarily speaks like this, but I've had quite a few ridiculous situations in therapy, particularly around decision making. I'm so indecisive, and I had a therapist who got really annoyed me because I couldn't make a decision, and at the end of the session she said, oh, have you made a decision yet? I said, no, I haven't, and she threw her book across the floor and went, oh, Nerine, what's wrong with you? But also I just find the idea of a therapist quite funny as a character as well, so all of it is definitely based on that. Hi there, my name is Ivona Helfvu, that's right, I want to help you, it's in my nature. It's who I am. I'm a woman. Yeah. So I've got, you know, a couple of questions. If anybody's got any questions for me, maybe you've got an issue in your life that you want to sort out, I can do that. Yeah. I've got an MBE, CBE, AAA. I've done it all. I've been there. I've got the T-shirt. I've got the pullover. Yeah. And can I tell you a few things about Nerine? Yeah. Yeah. You know, she's a crazy lady. She really is. I'll tell you something strange. She thinks that it was normal, right? This is crazy. To eat Weetabix, 5 Weetabix with butter and no milk. Now, is that normal or not normal? Is that not normal? My goodness. I'll tell you another thing. She was brought up, you know those charity shoe bins where you donate a pair of shoes? Is it normal to donate a pair of shoes into a charity bin and then take out a pair that you like? No, it's not normal. But Nerine does that. Yes, that's true. It's true. She did, but she doesn't do it anymore. But she did do that with her mother. Her mother, Maureen, absolutely lovely lady. When Nerine, I always get her name wrong. When she first started doing stand-up, she actually, her mother started requesting stories about herself. So that's not really how stand-up works, is it? You know, let's face facts. But her mother is a very strange lady. She did actually give Nerine some weed when she was younger, which then, but she didn't mean to. She accidentally dealt her some weed, which she then was hash cakes, which she took into college and handed out to everyone. But it turned out the teachers were very relaxed about it, so that's good. But yeah, Weetabix with butter and jam. Yay, you like that? That's fantastic, Doom. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I love it. Such fun. Keep doing what you're doing. Onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards to you too. This is nice. Is Nerine an only child? No. She's actually got 3 brothers. So that's not true. That's not true. It's a good job I'm not her. She's got 2 brothers and 1. But they're all much older than her. There's like a 20-year gap between the 2 of them, isn't it? Yeah, I know. So that's that. Nerine was actually a massive mistake. So that's yeah, but you know, a good one, fantastic one. So that's that. I'm going to stop talking as Ivona now because otherwise it just becomes about her. Okay. So that was Ivona. I realise that it's 45 minutes in and you might be getting bored. So I won't be too long because I think I said it was going to be about 45 minutes long. But I'll go for a little bit longer just to see if there's any questions that I've missed. Oh, you feel sorry for Crawley? Well, the good job is she is here. Miss Crawley is another character I created who is also based on a real character as well. Real person. she's Scottish, by the way, just before I do this, because I can't do the accent. Oh, hello there. It's me, Miss Crawley. I haven't been on the World Wide Web for a while. I've been having a bit of trouble with my confidence issues. But I've been told that I need to get out there a little bit more. And so, hello to you. I'm going international, so it's exciting. I'm having a bit of a hard time at school. I'm a primary school teacher, and Freddie, one of my pupils, he shut me in the stationery cupboard again yesterday, locked me in, and when he did let me out, he threw a pea shooter at my face, and it went in my eye. So I've now got to wear contact lenses, and there's a potential that I could go blind. So it's quite tricky times, but I am on the lookout at the moment for a partner. I just thought I'd say that. So I'm looking for a sort of, or anyone really. You could be tall, short, big, small, anybody with a pulse, ideally. Gosh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Anyway, oh dear, I get so tense when I do these kind of things. I really do. The other day, actually, I'll share this with you. I thought I saw a ghost. I was actually in my house and I was having a nice glass of wine, and I was watching the wee telex. I was watching Gogglebox. It's quite funny when you watch people reacting to things you've seen. And anyway, I was watching it and I felt a wee breeze on my shoulder, and anyway, it turned out, I thought, oh gosh, it's going to be a ghost, because I got for the first time. I've never felt those kind of feelings, so that was nice to have a reaction, even if it was a ghost. Anyway, I then felt a wee breeze, and then I looked out the window and I realised the window was open, so it was just a breeze. I think we had storm Floris, so it was coming at me. So I didn't get at all. So if anybody does want some human interaction, a wee teacher, do let me know. So. That was Miss Crawley. Someone said that your great accent and you're Scottish. Wake up and smell the rosemaries. I've woken up and smelt the fantastic words. Thank you. And the wig suits me. Lovely. So Miss Crawley is another original character of mine, and I'd love to do some more on her. But I haven't sort of. I think I've been a bit scared, if I'm honest, to put them out there, because I've put all of my YouTube channels, since I've gained the momentum and I gained you fantastic subscribers, I've probably been a bit worried that I should keep doing all of the political and that it would look a bit wild to put all the other stuff out, and should I have a separate channel for original characters. But I think as time's going on, and now I'm near 23, I've grown up a bit. Do you know what I mean? So I think maybe I'll just throw them out and go for it. So Paul said, we'd love you on one of your workshops. You're so good and generous with passing your skills tonight. Oh, thank you so much, Paul. I really appreciate it. I do lots of workshops and things as well. So if anyone's ever interested in that. Oh, I should have actually probably just, I think someone mentioned a bit of him. I just realised, I didn't do Boris Johnson this evening, and I just thought before, everyone heads off to their parties this weekend, I just want to say, be safe out there. I fell in the Thames last night. I was not at a party when this happened. And I was not with my wife, with Janine. Sydney. Helen. No, Carrie. Oh, bloody hell. I was not Aussie, and even though I was naked, it was nothing to do with orgies. So I just want to say, you're thick, and if you do get a chance, sign up to the army, because we need you. Just realised I hadn't done him. Also, before I leave, I'm doing. I'm in semi-finals of the Funny Women competition, which is on next Tuesday in Manchester. So if you do fancy coming along, I'm only doing a 5-minute set, so it might be a bit of a schlep unless you live nearby. But if you do live nearby Manchester, there's 11 other fantastic females that are doing their sets to try and obviously get into the finals. So if you come along, I can send you the link. I'm also thinking about putting my show, The Exorcism of Liz Truss, on YouTube, and at the moment I've been a little bit hesitant to, because you know, it's been quite a while ago that I filmed it, and it's obviously a live show, but the content is old because politics moves on so quickly. So I wasn't sure whether to put this up. So at the moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it as an unlisted video. And if you did want to watch it, I've got a copy page, which I think is in the description of this video. If you get a chance and would like to view it, if you want to donate, I think like £5 or something, £5 or however much you want to donate, and I can link via the Coffee Messenger service, and you can watch it that way. So yeah, if you do fancy watching it, it's The Exorcism of Liz Truss, and then at some point I may put it out there for public, but I'm a bit scared to do that at the moment. It's an hour long, so you will have to have time on your hands, or you can watch a little bit and come back to it. You can watch things in whichever way to watch them. Oh dear. Where was that filmed? It was filmed in Birmingham. Yeah, the old joint stock. Were you there? Hello, Tony. I recognise you. I'm not sure. But yes, it was at the Birmingham, the old joint stock. It was a really fun show. All of the shows have been really fun, but that was the one I actually managed to film professionally, because all the others have been a shaky camera and sound wouldn't be very good. By the way, if you can hear some strange gurgling, I seem to have had reflux. Just sharing it. I'm just being honest with you. Oh, thank you so much, Paul, for your lovely words about that. Have you, John said, have you considered doing any more music like Liv's Popcorn Usher? Would love to. Just finishing up last couple of questions before I leave you guys. Yeah, would absolutely love to do some more parodies. They just take a long time, and they take a long time to write, but they also take a long time to film, and then they take a long time to edit. So, and I often find that sometimes, you know, you like any of these things, quite often it's the video that you've spent a long time trying to prep that you put out there that then gets no traction. The video that you film from your bed, not that like that, but that gets more traction, you know, that you've put no effort in whatsoever. Leicester again, Tony. Oh yes, no, I would love to go to Leicester. Yes, that's where. I'd love to go to Leicester. That would be ideal if I could do that next year in February. It's February time. Any other ones that came? Someone came in late. You can always watch this back, I think. I don't know how this works, but I think you can watch it back afterwards. Someone said, do you prefer, is that Sophie? Do you prefer doing live comedy or video comedy? Good question. I like both for different reasons. I like the live stuff because you can actually connect with the people like yourselves who come and support all of the stuff that I do. But I also really enjoy doing these because you can do more, you know, visually. With using a green screen, you can support an audience to that place, whereas it's a bit trickier to do live. So that's the answer to that one. Maidstone, love to come to Maidstone. Have I missed any big questions? Will we see some more streams in the future, Nerine? Good question, Chewing Gums. Good one to end on, I think. I will. I would love to. I mean, I have had this on my to-do list for a long time, and I have been sort of too scared of technology. But I would love to do some more. So yeah, if you would like more, please do and subscribe to the channel as well. And maybe I could make them themed on a certain character or a certain situation. So put your requests in, or I could just do another general one like this. And lastly, someone said, do you support pork markets? 100%. I have to. I just do. Although I'm a pescatarian, so I shouldn't really. And lastly, how do you like to relax? Wine. And I'm going to go do that right now. And I think I just want to say that you've all been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Sorry if I've missed any of your questions. This is the first time doing it, and I can't sort of keep with technology, as I said. But if you do have any other questions, you do want to let me know, pop them over to me, comment on one of my videos or on this video. And also, if you are interested in the Exorcism of Liz Truss show, just pop over and I can send it to you via there. You've all been amazing. I really, really appreciate every single one of you for following my work, and to have the unity. I just want to be able to give back because you all support me so much. And It really, really means a lot. And I did see someone just put like, how do you cope with all of the characters you have in your head? I don't, which is why I'm probably doing it now, to offload all of the different ideas that I have, and I haven't even touched. I've got a whole wig stand here of characters that I haven't even gone with tonight because I just have things going on in my head. Probably should go and get some help, really. But anyway, thank you so much. I'm not sure how to end this actually, but I think there is an end. There is an end, and I will look at your comments later as well. But thank you so much. You've all been amazing. Yeah, lots and lots of love.